definitely did.
Before we talk about specifically Roman's return, I want to talk about SummerSlam as a whole. A lot of people are saying that this is, WWE's best pay-per-view. There are a lot of people also who are like, this wasn't for them. It's a very polarizing event. We'll get into it in a little bit, but I want to get your thoughts. What were your takeaways from SummerSlam? What did you think of the show as a whole, and where does it rank in WWE shows so far this year?
Um, I think it's one of the best shows from WWE this year, honestly. Um, and that's saying a lot, especially how good SummerSlam, WrestleMania was. Uh, I think it's right up there with WrestleMania. It might be a little above WrestleMania for me. Like this 1 and 2, it doesn't really matter what order you put them in. Honestly, it was one of those things. Before we talked about it, before the show came on, we said two of the matches that we thought were going to be kind of slow were Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. And honestly, the Rhea Ripley Liv Morgan match was better than I thought it was going to be. Even with the story not there, but they honestly saved it with what happened. They saved it with what happened. Honestly, that was chef kiss. That was a great touch. Nia Jax and Bailey was kind of boring, but the twist at the end was very interesting. So, with that being said, I can't hear you, Daddy. I fix your mic. There you go. With that being said, it was a good show to almost top to bottom. Like, I mean, yeah, they had the little slow moments, but almost every match was worthwhile. To me, the worst match on the card, and a lot of people will probably disagree with this, it was only because the way it was structured, but it was structured that way for a reason, was Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn to me. That was, and that doesn't make it a bad match. That was just the worst match on the card.
Yeah, that match was booty on
Yeah.
some New Day stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'll just come out and say it. I enjoyed this, and this is like my personal take. I thought personally I enjoyed this significantly more than any show that WWE's put on this entire year.
Yep.
I enjoyed it way more than WrestleMania as a fan.
Yep.
And I think like as like someone who analyzes wrestling too, I would put this right up there with WrestleMania. I think
Exactly.
this show. Look, there were a lot of problems too. Like we were gonna talk about the ads because Trevor, I usually I know better than to message you during a WWE show because look, we don't gotta lie about it. You usually wait till the next day to watch it so you can fast forward through the boring parts. It'd be like that. I do that
Exactly.
too with Raw and
Exactly.
SmackDown. I'm like, I don't watch that stuff live. Um,
Yep.
but like that's why I was surprised when you texted me. I was like, oh damn, Trevor's actually watching live. He must be so mad about these ads. Oh my god.
Dude, they were horrible, dude. Oh my god. So like, not if it's a real like big show, I watch day of. But
Mm.
a lot of shows I do try to catch it next day because I'm doing something, whatever. But this one I was watching live, and like I said, I text you like pretty much giving the props on the show, and that was actually doing during one of the thousands of ads. Like it was to a point where they literally were about to introduce a match, and they said, "And this is how it goes." And then you think you're going to see a video promo? No, it's a freaking ad for like some movie that you'll never watch. Dude,
There was a lot of that.
it was terrible.
It was it was horrendous. Like uh, someone did the math on this. On that show, there was nearly an hour and a half of time not spent wrestling, and this was not a show that had like promos on it.
No,
And that's not even counting the 3 hour long pre-show where there was no wrestling.
no, it was just clips of wrestling.
It is yeah, it is insane. I do. There is like a business side though. I think, or I mean, there's obviously a business side to it, like the ads or revenue that WWE gets. on top of that, and I think like this is definitely something that AEW probably should and will think about. It's like the time between matches, like giving fans time between matches at the live show. I see the business, return on investment from it because that's time they can go spend money on merch. That's time they can go spend money, on concessions and all that kind of stuff, right? So there is a bit of a business side to it, but it is crazy. I see it, Trevor. No need to pay it any attention, bro.
No, dude, I'm just looking at
Yeah, I
everything.
know.
Not
But
even looking at stuff.
yeah,
Sir.
crazy stuff. Anyway, but yeah, no. Look, other than the ads and literally WWE just becoming one big ad with, dude, the lime green ad on the Damian Priest Gunther match. I was like, yo,
Yo, yeah, yeah. It was one ad in particular. I'm trying to remember which one it was that I was watching with, and everyone I was watching with was like, "Yo, look at this one ad." I was like, "What is this?" It was a lot. It was a lot. It was too
yeah,
many ads to count, and about products that I'll never buy or care about.
dude wipes. What do you mean? You ain't gonna buy no dude wipes?
I mean, I'm a delicate flower. Of course, I buy do
Cody
right.
Rhodes, American with vodka.
Hey, I might buy a lot of Slim Jims now because of this.
Snap into it. Oh man. Other than the snapping into a Slim Jim, though, I thought the card was great. To me, it had my favorite match from WWE this year. In my opinion, the best WWE match of the year: Gunther versus Damian Priest. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but insane show.
Oh yeah, absolute show. Great matches. My match of that show will probably be different than yours,
Oh, I can't wait to hear this. Well,
but
guys, let us know what your
yeah.
match of the show was in the chat, in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell.